A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. Violet Baudelaire is the eldest of the three Baudelaire children. She is known for her inventions and her creative ideas. For example, she creates a grappling hook that allows her to ascend Count Olaf's tower to rescue her younger sister Sunny. While she is still young, she puts on a brave face for her younger siblings. Klaus Baudelaire is the middle child and is the only boy sibling. He is known for being the bookworm of the family and has a photographic memory. He often uses his extensive knowledge to aid his sister in developing her inventions. Sunny Baudelaire is the youngest. Being an infant, she doesn't have a lot to say besides baby garble. However, she is just as clever and quick to react as her two older siblings. Count Olaf is the supposed distant relative of the three Baudelaire orphans. He is a tall, slender, and cruel man who is abusive toward the children. His only care seems to be in their parents' fortune. The book begins with the Baudelaire children finding out that their parents have died in the tragic fire. A lawyer named Mr. Poe has informed them that he will be taking them to live with an unknown distant relative, and will also oversee the fortune that their parents have left behind for them. They soon discover that this distant relative is a man named Count Olaf, who lives in a dirty and decrepit mansion with a tall and mysterious tower. The children would be forced to live in a single room in this rundown home under the abusive, neglectful, and controlling guardianship of Count Olaf. Fortunately, the children are able to find comfort by confiding in Mr. Poe and their kindly neighbor Justice Strauss. These two figures end up being major contributors to the children's well-being. However, Count Olaf comes up with a plan to make sure he can obtain the fortune. As part of his plan, he locks up baby Sunny in the tower of his mansion, a move that is just one part of his twisted game. He then puts on a play in which Count Olaf's character is scripted to legally marry Violet's character. Through investigation, the children become more aware of his scam and foil his plan. To learn the mysterious ending of the first book in this large series of stories, pick up a copy at your local library. Many millennials have very fond memories of reading the A Series of Unfortunate Events books in their younger years. However, the first book of this series may not be appropriate for younger, more sensitive audiences. Since this book contains death, violence, and neglect, it may be shocking to younger, more innocent and delicate readers who have never experienced these sort of scenarios before. Regardless, this book provides an excellent opportunity for these young readers to become educated on such issues. But for older and more experienced readers of this book, this story, along with the rest of the series, is very popular for its mysterious and suspenseful qualities. Since this book involves scenes containing child abuse, these novels could be read and applied in health and wellness classes. Educators could discuss how to recognize various forms of abuse and how to handle these situations. Also, since the Baudelaire children have become orphaned, teachers could use this material to prepare students for dealing with the loss of a loved one. In the book, Count Olaf is involved with a theater group, and in later chapters, they put on a play. This could be used in a theater class. The teacher can talk about the different styles of theater, and the students can then define what style is being used in the book, and can also talk about what goes on behind the scenes when putting on a play. This book would be a great source for a history class as well. The students can relate the struggles that the Baudelaire children experience to situations that famous figures throughout history have been through. Throughout this novel, the author injects small vocabulary lessons into the story by providing readers with definitions of more rigorous terminology that he uses. They occur at various points all throughout the book, and teachers can provide additional vocabulary lessons covering words that Snicket himself may not define. In this novel, the Baudelaire orphans are endowed a large sum of money in their parents' will. Teachers who include financial topics in their courses can design a project that involves students researching the succession of money and family fortunes.
The end. Are we done now?